This video is on lesson 5 and 6 of Introduction to Esan Language Book 1. Lesson 5 is on common things that are found outside or public places, while lesson 6 is on farm produce. Hello everyone, Auntie Mabel is back to the Esan language class, and I'm sure by now we are all used to this new structure of using Sir Odiagbe's book, which is the Introduction to Esan Language Book 1. And please, if you are new to this class, if this is the first video you are watching on my channel, please, I will leave the description of lesson 1 and 2 in the comment section, so that at least you will understand how this when we started this new lesson structure. So that will give you a picture of what is going on. So without telling further stories, I'm just going to go on the laptop now and use the book, which is already very structured for us. So today we are doing lesson 5 and 6, as I've already said in my introduction. So at the end of after going through the book and today's lesson, which is lesson 5 and 6, then I will go back. I will just give us a brief update and some of the questions that people have asked in the comment section recently. I just use it to wrap up. So please, let's go into the laptop now and do today's lesson. Lesson 5, which is Ilwemi Esan. Esan is 5. And which is mean lesson 5, Urele is like outside, so can be explained as public place, Urele. So that's usually where you play as well, so like a playground. So it's a different, so anything outside or public place is Urele in Esan. So it means common things outside, which means Ebamiewi Urele. Then obviously the first one here is Imoto. So you can still see that's one of those Esanized word from moto, so we'll now turn it to imoto. Then we just move this up a bit. Ovonle, either la ovonle or ovwen. So for sure, some people will just say ovwen, which is sunshine. So you can see it all. So it's the sun in the sky is ovwen. And also, when the sun is shining, you can also say ovwenze. Ovwenze means the sun is shining. So, then this next one is ododo. Ododo can be any form of flower. You can see it's represented here as hibiscus flower. Or those who grow up back home, hibiscus flower was one of our popular most. I used to like this flower a lot. Whenever I see hibiscus anywhere now, either in book or in real life, it just bring back the childhood memory. I remember very well we girls who used to plug this and put on our head. Yeah, so it was very nice. One of my favorite flower actually. Then ogba is tap. Those who still remember back when we used to have public taps those days. So this is how it used to be constructed, and it would be on the street. So the good old days, we used to have pure, good, clean running water on the public taps, and some people we able to connect it into their compound, and so you still have you used to have it like this, have the way it's constructed, and there you put your bucket to fetch water. So not like today. Obviously, we have the one in-house one now, which runs on the sink. So yeah, that's that one. This is a very short lesson as well. I know there are more things that are found in Urele. So when you think of any, please put it in the comment section, because the author of this book did say to me when I had conversation with him that some of these things were just done so that the book will not be too crowded. So as the teacher is teaching a class, they were supposed to add some other things that were found in Urele. So if you, as we in the comment section, think of all the things, even if you don't know the Esan name, the things you think that are found in public places wherever you live, not be diaspora, be other cities in Nigeria, might be different from what was commonly found in the public places in Esan land. So you can also say things like bicycle could have been one of these, which is keke, like we found in the previous lessons. Yeah. So that's that one. And so this is the homework as usual. Edame ise, which is test 5, that is following lesson 5. As usual, it means Batie Ena. It's telling you what are these called. So you should know Batie Ena by now. Batie Ena is the question. What are these called? So that is how it's the same thing, all the homework that is being set in this textbook. So then we are now doing here together today, I think, because these are short, there are not so many words, so many examples, so it's good to do 2 lessons together, so to make the most of each video. So Ilwemi Eha is 6, so lesson 6 is Ilwemi Eha, and these are farm produce. So Bamie we Ugbo, so that's Ebamie Ugbo. Ebamie Ugbo is farm. So like I said before, when I did the previous video, I did say why obviously when we did the things in the marketplace, it was just other general things that were being done, not the farm produce, which are usually being sold in the market. So more things are being sold in the market than the general things we discussed then. So these are some of the things. Okodu is pawpaw. So I know the shape here, you can see, I think it does look like pawpaw. So some people call it papaya. So, but this is in Esan. Usually, some people will even call it pawpaw most of the time. So that pawpaw or papaya is okodu. Ate is orange. Ediebo is pineapple. Ediebo is pineapple. Orede is plantain. I must say here, the banana is called Jamaica. Jamaica is banana. So why the plantain itself is called orede. Right. So yam is inya. I will mention a few more things around which are tubers. Cassava is igali, or people from Irwa and those environs, we say oho. So oho is cassava, or igali or oho is cassava. It depends on what part of Esan you come from. The Ekpoma, we usually call it igali. For example, if you are going to uproot cassava, which was very common, that you were sent to the farm to uproot cassava, you will say mekyungbo. I'm going to the farm to uproot cassava. Mekyungbo rovui igali. So I'm going to the farm to uproot cassava. So then cocoyam, I don't know if some of you have seen cocoyam. If you haven't, well, cocoyam is another tuber. It's usually iyohobo. Cocoyam is called iyohobo. Why there are other species of yam as well, like the water yam, is called ijole. Why there's one other yam I used to like a lot, ihilihu. Ihilihu is a different species of yam, which was just for eating, and you couldn't really pound. You don't really pound ijole and ihilihu. You kind of only pound the yam, and the yam come in different species. We have the yellow yam, we have the white yam. So yeah, please, if you come from if you already speak Esan very well, leave in the comment section your favorite type of yam and some of the things I've mentioned: hilihu, ijole, iyohobo, which is cocoyam. Ijole and hilihu, they are different species of yam. Yeah, and also let me know if you prefer roast yam, boiled yam. Yeah. So yeah, those are. I'm just thinking of home now. It's making me feel hungry. Of those kind of, especially the roast yam. That's my favorite. Yeah. Then oka is corn. You can see the picture there. Oka is corn. Uko is calabash. This used to be very good in taking water to the farm. And actually, it's, like I said, when we're doing Remember, we're doing things in the house. The way Ahe used to keep water cool in the house, so Uko used to keep water cooler when you take it to the farm. Aho, it's Aho, is the hole, which is similar to the English word. You know, the hole for digging the soil, of digging the ground. Then Uho. I know it's a little bit like, it's not very clear in this picture, but this is kind of Uho. I like Uho is road. Please let me not go too fast for you guys. Uho is road. These are the kind of rural roads that still, that's actually the things I really miss about home. Everything now so open, and you don't have all these rural streets that used to be able to just walk into. Yeah, you still have some if you are going to the farm, obviously. So this is the rural kind of setting, which most people in diaspora, especially in the UK, you can still see that when you go to rural areas, people go walking at the weekends and in the parks, and you know, people still kind of maintain this ruralness of some certain parts. Right, so we also have the different types of peppers. We have the bell pepper, the sweet bell pepper, we call it Esan, which is the big peppers. Then the slim ones, which are the chili, we call those one Esan fiame, the tiny one that used to pepper a lot, we call that Esan fiame. Then the Scotch bonnet, we call that one Ekpoma. So so bear with me, please. If I'm not able to put all of those on the screen, I will try my best and see if I can put some of them in there. But I think what I would really advise is some of these names, when I mention them, I'm sure that when you are learning this Esan, you must have someone, either an elderly person or your parents or grandparents or auntie and uncle or your partner that you are learning, speaking it to. So some of all this is when I mention them in the video, if I'm not able to write them out, because the editing, I must say, the editing takes a lot of time for me, and if I have to write them all out, it might take me forever. So please bear with me if I'm not able to write all of them. But I just feel some of these words, when I sound them on the video, you can wind them and play to the person you are speaking the Esan with, and try and get them to remember what those things are and see if they can make an attempt. I know writing Esan is not easy for everybody, so because we were taught in school in English, so that's why sometimes it might be difficult for people to speak Esan. So yeah, I hope I'm not talking too much there. Anyway, so that's the end of that. So in the next lesson, we will be doing, in lesson 7, we will be doing common things in the bush. I hope you enjoyed those new words we have just learned of things that are both found in public places or outside, or and also the farm produce. I'm sure you must be pleased you have learned the names of some fruits which are very common and very popular in Esan land. And I must say once again that I'm really enjoying just remembering my childhood and how those words were part of everyday life for us. Like Odiagbe said, those lessons were actually supposed to be a teaser to kind of, they only put few examples so that the teacher is able to ask the students in the class to say, oh, give us some more examples of things that are found outside or in public places. Like that's based on lesson 5. Maybe then lesson 6, it can then say what are other farm produce that you know of. So for example, I just remember sugarcane. When I was growing up, sugarcane was very popular, was very common in Esan land. And obviously when I was going through the lesson, I did mention some few new, some other examples of those produce that were not in the book. So just tell us more of any of those produce. Obviously, you will know that things like apple and pear were not really typical Esan or African or Nigerian fruits. So if you're not sure, just ask your parents or whoever you are speaking this language to tell you some of the fruits they can remember. So tell them what I've been discussed in the book and in this video, and probably they will be able to tell you some more. Right, for example, the African or the Nigeria version of the pear is obviously different from the English style of the conference pear, whereas we have the different kind of pear, the two of them actually. We have the avocado pear, which in Esan is called olumebo, while we have the other pear, the one we use in eating corn, and we call that one olumu. So we have so many other fruits which I haven't, which obviously with time, which I'm sure the person you're speaking Esan to, we have some more examples. Not just the fruits, also other farm produce. It's now that we're talking of farm produce, the homework I'm going to, the additional homework plus what is already set in the book that I'm going to set today. Some of you that have been watching my videos for a while now, if you look at my intro, the song that is sung in Esan, there is a tray of different fruits that are found in Esan land that are on that tray. I actually got those fruits myself from the market, the last one of my visit to Nigeria. Then I put all of those fruit on the tray. So there are quite different fruits in there that are unique to Esan and Nigeria. So ask the person you're speaking Esan language to see how many of those fruits that they can name, please. Yeah. So that's an additional homework. And please, if you know the names of some of those fruits, put it in the comment section to let us know what you can identify. On that note, class, I'm going to say the obvious and the usual. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, because we need to grow on this channel. And please continue to share. Some of you are already doing a great job sharing with other people and family members that you know or you feel will benefit from this learning of Esan, this Esan language. And obviously, continue to press the like button. Obviously, class, please guys, that's the easiest thing to do. Just to click. It's just one simple click on every video you watch. It shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. And you know, it helps to bring up and promote our video the more you press the like button. I know some of you are not aware. Many years ago I was like that. I didn't even know the importance of all these icons on YouTube videos. And please continue to leave comments and put your notification bell on so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And on that note, class, wa bulu and wa kimboe. Wa kimboe class, wa kimboe.